The weekend without screens. Ravi sighed as he glanced at his phone. His screen time report showed an alarming 12 hours per day. His mind felt cluttered and his sleep was suffering. Inspired by a recent podcast on digital detox, he made a bold decision: no screens for the weekend. Friday evening, he powered off his phone, laptop, and tablet. The silence was unnerving. No buzzing notifications, no glowing screens. For the first time in years, his apartment felt empty. With nothing to do, he picked up a dusty book from his shelf, one he had bought years ago but never read. He lost himself in the words, feeling his mind unwind. Saturday morning arrived with the sound of birds, not an alarm. Ravi stretched and stepped outside for a walk. The city felt different without his usual distractions. He noticed the golden sunlight filtering through the trees, the gentle rustling of leaves, and even the subtle fragrance of jasmine in the air. At a nearby cafe, he reached for his phone instinctively, only to remember it was off. Instead of scrolling, he struck up a conversation with an elderly man who shared fascinating stories about the neighborhood's history. In the afternoon, Ravi found an old journal and began writing, something he hadn't done since college. Thoughts flowed freely, unfiltered by algorithms or social media. He reflected on his dreams, his past, and the moments he had missed while glued to screens. By Sunday, he felt lighter. With no digital distractions, time seemed to stretch. He cooked a proper meal instead of ordering takeout, played chess with his neighbor, and spent the evening watching the sunset from his terrace. It was a sight he had ignored for years, too busy checking emails and news feeds. When Monday came, Ravi turned his phone back on. Messages poured in, but he no longer felt the urge to respond instantly. He had rediscovered the joy of being present. From that day forward, he set strict screen limits, making space for books, conversations, and quiet moments. A single weekend had changed everything.